Good morning. Welcome to Pastor John's Fireside Chat. It is Thursday, June 3rd. I hope that you're doing well. On June 1st, we began that wonderful time of the year called hurricane season. And if you've been watching the news, they're saying now's the time to get ready for the hurricane that might be hitting our coast sometime in the next 6 months. This is a turbulent world. There are storms in life that we all deal with, and I'm not talking about hurricanes. I'm talking sometimes spiritual storms, physical storms that have nothing to do with the weather, emotional storms. Isn't it good to know that we have a God who is in control of it all? I'd like to share with you a reading from Matthew chapter 8. Then he, Jesus, got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Without warning, a furious storm came up on the lake so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, "Lord, save us, we're going to drown." He replied, "You have little faith. Why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, "What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him." Now, there are lots of storms in life. Some of the storms that we encounter are of our own making. We go the wrong direction, we do things contrary to God's will, and then we reap the consequence. Thankfully, God is forgiving, and he is the God who restores, forgives fallen people who wander away like lost sheep. Sometimes the storms happen simply because this is a broken world. It's not the world God had intended it to be. It has been corrupted and stained by sin, and sometimes we have storms in our lives just because we live in a broken, evil world. At other times, God allows the storms to come into our life because he wants to do something in us, to purify us, as Peter would put it in his epistle. But he allows these storms to come for our good. Regardless of whether the storms in life come because of our own making, or because it's a broken world and it's foisted upon us, or God allows the storms to come for our own good, he is over it all. And he uses them for the good of his people. As we prepare for the hurricane season here at the Texas coast, I hope that you'll be preparing yourself for a God who speaks calm into the lives of his people. And sometimes he calms the storm. Sometimes he calms his people in the midst of the storm. But either way, God gets the glory because he uses everything in life for his glory and for the good of those whom he loves. Have a great day in the Lord.